Hello, mates. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you are new to this channel, you're very much welcome. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this gathered top. So the top is gathered at the shoulder area and also at the waist area. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and without wasting much time, let's get right into the video. For this tutorial, you will need 2 yards of your Ankara fabric. You will need your bias for the neckline taping, and you will need a zipper. So I started with the pattern drafting of this blouse. So that's my shoulder, my armhole. Most of these measurements are not needed. Just keep watching to know which one you'll be using. So this is the under bust line and that's the waistline. So the line below the under bust line is just 1 inches away from the under bust. So that's where the gathers will be at the waist area. So just 1 inches away from your under bust line. So that's what I did. Or you can even do 1.5 inches away. So here now, from your under bust to your waist should not be more than 4 to 5 inches so that the band will not be too big. So at the shoulder area, measure your shoulder divided by 2. And for the sleeve length, I use 7.5. I should have used a measurement very close to my elbow line. My elbow is 11, maybe a 9 inches or even 10. So make sure you use a measurement very close to your elbow line. So now, the next thing to do is to roll this line down at the shoulder area. Just connect it downward like this. So now we'll go ahead and do a shoulder slope. So now I'll be using 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then you connect this towards the neckline area, as you can see what I did. So now for the sleeve opening, I used about 8 inches. So I measured around the ear and I added ease allowance to it. I think I used about 8 inches. I use 6.5, but please make sure your sleeve opening is wider than this. So make sure it is very close to your bust line or even a little bit below your bust line. So I should have used maybe 8 inches. So now at this line below the under bust line, you measure your waist divided by 4. No need of that allowance or anything. Then at this point here, you just connect it straight. Please don't use a French curve, because I use a French curve and I noticed that it made this line here, it made it very long. So it shouldn't be this long. So just if you connect it straight, it will be shorter than this. So just connect it using the straight part of your French curve. Like I said, make sure your sleeve opening is very wide. Make sure it is very wide. So now at the waist area, you also measure your waist measurement divided by 4 and you just connect it like this. So this part here will be for the band and the upper part will be for the place we'll be making the gathers. So now I'm just using a marker to roll this so that it can be visible. So the next thing we'll be doing now is the neckline measurement. So for the neckline, I use 3 inches wide by 3.5 inches depth. So this is the front neckline. I lost some clip, that's why I have this video here. So now I went ahead to cut the back pattern. It's exactly like the front, but I just added 1 inch for the zipper allowance at the back. So for the neckline of the front, like I said, I used 3 inches by 3.5 inches, but for the back I'll be using 3 by 1.5 inches. So I'll be connecting the back like this. So I will be extending it to the back pattern like this. So I'll start by cutting the back neckline. So after cutting the back neckline, I will remove that. Then I will cut the front neckline. So the neckline for the front is 3 by 3.5. So it's 3.5 inches deep and 3 inches wide. While for the back, it is 1.5 inches deep and 3 inches wide without the zipper allowance. So these are my band here. So I'm just trying to note the zipper allowance for the back bodies, for the back band. So I'll be measuring that out later. So now this is the front neckline that I'm cutting away. So this is what it looks like. So now label this. This is the front. So this is the front, also the band for the front. So this is the back. So it has a zipper allowance. Let me note that so I don't get confused. So it has a zipper allowance. So that's the back and this is also the back. So let me also rule out the zipper allowance so that I don't get confused. So this is the back. So these are all my patterns. Then now I will start with the dividing of this pattern. So for this neckline area, as you can see, I'm starting the neckline. I'm rolling a line after the neckline. Please don't roll it before the neckline so that your neckline will not be big. I'll just advise you divide all this your pattern into four. So I divided this into six, but I did not follow this line I used. I followed another line which I'll be showing you in the video, but I divided it into six and I noticed it will be too much. So just divide it into three or four is enough. So I also divide this neckline and this back pattern also, and this one was also too much. So anyhow you divide the pattern, make sure you label so that you can identify them. Like I said, this division was too much and I did not follow it. So let's transfer this on our fabric. So this is my fabric and I folded it. As you can see the folding, I add enough excess. So this folding is about 26 inches on both sides. So now, like I said, I just divide my pattern into four. So at the waist area I divided it into three like this. Then at this part here I just divided it like this. So then you spread it out, and what I did was to put about 3 inches space between them. Please, you can increase this space if you want the gathers to be very full. You can increase this space to about 5 inches, but I used 3 inches and I noticed my top is not that full, though it was full, but it was not that full. So I adjusted this part into 3 inches. So you just keep adjusting your fabric. So I adjusted it until I got the perfect space. So after I was done, I have 3 inches altogether. So when I measure this top till the end of this pattern, I noticed I have 25 inches. Then I left 1 inches at that part. Then I added half inches all round. At the side, I added 1 inch for the joining of the side, and for the other part, half inch. At the sleeve opening, I added 1 inch so that I will fold that in. So this is what I have. So I'll be making gathers here, gathers at the waist and gathers at the shoulder area. So this is what it looks like. So what I did again was to place my pattern paper back together like this. Then I measured the exact what I have here. So what I have here is about 12.5. So I wrote that down so that when I'm making the gathers I know where to stop. So when I get to 12 inches rather, I will stop the gather so that I don't make the gathers too much. So for the waist area, it's just your waist measurement divided by 4 rather. So when you open this pattern up, you have 13 inches. I have 13 inches for my waist area. So now this is the fabric. Then I'll place this neckline part. I'll place it back. Then I will shape the neckline. So I added half inch there. Then I just shaped it again. So this is what it looks like. So let's cut the back. So this is the back like we did for the front. I'll also do the same. So at this waist area, I cut it twice. As you can see, there's 2 lines at the waist area. Then at this place here, I just divided it like this. So I'll place this on it like this. Then I'll go ahead and pin because this my pattern is just folding up. So before I pin it, I will also put 3 inches space in between. So if the space is not enough, I will extend my fabric to accommodate it. So now I went ahead to measure this part here to make sure it is aligning with that of the front. So when I measured that of the front, it was 25. So I ensured this part too was also 25. Then I cut this out and I added my necessary sewing allowance to every part. So now this is the back bodies. Then let's go ahead and cut our band. So for this band, I folded it into 2 like this. So this closed end will be for the lower parts, while this open end will be for the joining to the upper bodies. So that's what I did. So I placed the band on it, then I added 1 inch for the side joining allowance, and I added half inch for the upper part, for the joining of the band to the upper part. So I went ahead to cut this out, like I said, half inch at this part, then 1 inch by the side. So I also went ahead and do the same thing too for the back band. So you place the back band on it. So no need for the zipper allowance, since there is a zipper allowance on the pattern already. So just add 1 inch to the side and half inch to the upper part. So that was all I did to the band. So now I will open up this side because it is two, so I'll just open it up like this. So this is what we have here. So now let's go over and start sewing. This is the back, so I'll go ahead and make gathers at the shoulder, make gathers at the waist, and make gathers at the armhole, this side here towards the armhole. I'll also do the same thing too for the front. So this is the front. So I measured this, it should be 12 inch without the allowance at the neckline and the allowance at the sleeve opening. So this one too should be your waist measurement divided into 2 plus 2 inches, that is 1 inch on both sides sewing allowance. So this is what the front looks like. So this is the back. Then I will go ahead and join them at the shoulder area. So I'll fix them at the shoulder area, then I will just join at the shoulder area. So after joining, this is what I have. So the next thing I will do is to hem the sleeve opening. So I'll fold it in half, then I'll go ahead and just sew. So when I'm doing that, what I will do next is this. I'll fix the band at the waist area. So I'll attach the front band. I'll attach the front band to it like this. Then I'll also fix that for the back too. So after doing the sleeve opening, after aiming the sleeve opening and joining the band, this is what I have. So now I'll go ahead and sew this part here. So that's what I will do. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So the only thing left now is the neckline, and I will be aiming it with a bias tip, and for the zipper I'll be using the zipper for the back. So after I was done, this is what it looks like. The top is really beautiful and it is very easy to make. It is very easy to make. So this is what the top is looking like I said. So I noticed this armhole side is a little bit long, like I told you initially when we were drafting the pattern, that don't make it to be this long. So what I intend to do is to just make gathers at that part since it is very long. So I'll just make gathers to shorten this part here. So I'll go ahead and make the gathers and shorten it. I will not do too much so that I'll be able to lift up my hand. So I'll just go ahead and do the gathers there, then I will show you what I have. So after I was done with the gathers, this is what we have. So as you can see, it is shorter than the previous one. So this is what it looks like, and this is what the final top looks like. As you can see, how the top looks like in the intro video, it looks very beautiful. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.